Welcome back, everybody. It's Igo. So in the last episode, we actually, or it would have been 2 episodes ago, really, we had Pyra taken away from us. So to respect that, I took her out of my party. In the original game, I think it forces it to remove, but because I knew Game Plus, it let me keep her. But I swapped her out for one of my favorite blades in the game, Crossset, and we'll continue through this small portion of the story without Mithra and Pyra.
Did you know Fonset has another name?
Huh?
Hero's Rest.
Hero? As in?
Indeed. Fonset village was founded by Adam himself at the end of his travels. After the war, Adam charged me with protecting the village.
Was this village really that important?
What do you think I was protecting?
You mean it's...
Follow me.
Man, so if Gramps had actually died at the very beginning of the game, we would be so screwed right now. We'd have no clue how to get there. That's, kind of neat. I guess we could have explored on our own, but I don't think we would have necessarily found it without Gramps. Although, I mean, a giant staircase on its own does seem kind of suspicious out on the side of the city. I love how Crosshat's on, like, jet rollerblades. She's a bit noisy, though, when she walks. Now, if
The
that
village
shape
guardian.
isn't familiar...
Just looks like a stone pillar to me.
They say that the village's guardian spirit dwells within. Gramps, what are we doing here?
Rex, try turning the stone tablet clockwise.
This?
I feel like anybody could have tried to do that at some point and open this door. Although I guess you gotta
Huh? This crest?
use
It's...
sen-
I've seen it before.
Place your hand on it.
Here goes. What's this?
This passage leads into the very center of the archipelago. There lies the cavern known as Spirit Crucible Elpis.
That's quite a name.
This entrance and the gate of the Spirit Crucible are sealed in such a way that only a Leftherian can open them.
Ah, so that's why Jin needed me back then.
When Adam founded this village, he hid something deep within the body of the Titan that forms the archipelago's center.
You mean the missing sword?
I don't know how word of it got out, but many were led here by rumors of the legendary sword. More than a few have entered the Spirit Crucible, but none have ever returned.
Is it really that dangerous?
Adam wanted to ensure that the sword was securely sealed away. He put many measures in place to stop it falling into the wrong hands. Only the hands of someone worthy. Adam said that taking this sword would be the mark of the Aegis's true driver.
The true driver.
What do you say, Rex?
I'll do it. No. I have to do it. Every moment we waste, Pyra and Mithra could be...
Then you're ready for what lies ahead?
It's always got to be a test of power, right? A challenge of the truth, pulling the sword out of the stone, if you will. What are you thinking, Alice? Ooh, he's not looking too hot there. He's definitely burning. Oh, his core crystal was cracked.
If you hadn't interfered back then, neither of us would have had to go through all this. Now then. Time to take back what I lost 500 years ago.
Oh, he's gonna use her to repair himself.
How he's still alive with his crystal in that state? Seriously? It's not normal.
The aegis is the master blade. The first blade the architect forged. Malus can do things we can only dream of.
And how's he going to restore his core exactly?
He'll extract the data he's missing from the core of the other aegis. Then all his power will be restored.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what will that do to her?
Well, if she's lucky, she'll live. As an empty husk, that is.
Rough deal. Malice doesn't hold back, huh?
Don't blame me for this. It's our father who made us this way. But don't worry. Once I meet him, I'll get the answers we're after. I need to know why we're like this. In any case, this world only needs one aegis. Don't you agree, Pyra?
Things are about to get messy if we don't step in. So all we gotta do is go down and descend through this cave, which I remember being kind of long, if I remember right. It's got a pretty decent sized cavern you gotta get through in order to get to the into the sword.
Joe Mac, what are you stumbling for?
Sorry, my lady. I've been feeling a little dizzy.
You too?
You too, Lady Bridget?
Yes, for a little while now. Though I'm still capable of standing.
Hey, same here. What's up with this place? It's kind of creepy.
What is going on here?
I feared as much.
Gramps, you knew this would happen.
The tales say that Spirit Crucible Elpis saps the strength of blades. It's one of the reasons why none have ever returned from its depths.
I say.
Ether flow's scarce in this area. That may be cause of problems.
Like that time in the Tantalese Palace?
That not only thing. Glowing particles in air. They absorb ether. That is source of light.
So not only do you have less power, the power you do have is being absorbed. Well, that's jolly tragic.
You alright, Poppy?
Poppy just fine. Poppy never better.
Of course. You're an artificial blade, ain't you?
Yeah, so this area is actually really problematic. Luckily, the game cuts you some slack and doesn't actually weaken your blades down here.
Come out, come out.
In my experience,
So everything's alright. Although this could be a really nasty area to fight in if they actually did decide to make your life more difficult than it needed to be. And this canyon is actually, this whole part of the game is actually quite large. There
We
is
have to
a
cross
bit of
that.
walking.
Yes. But we must proceed with caution. Once
Look
we
at all the dead
enter,
people below.
the blades will be sapped of most of their power. If they run out of energy, they might be forced to return to their core state. And there's a chance they could never be reawakened.
Pandy, you'd better just stay here and guard the fort.
Why just me? Don't you want me?
Don't ask dumb
Oh.
questions. You know very well why, don't you?
If I'm staying, you ought to stay.
I'll be fine. When am I ever not?
If you're going,
I'm ordering you to stay here.
Is there something wrong?
Pandoria was just agreeing to stay behind.
Nuh-uh! I'm going with you! We made a promise, didn't we? Don't you dare say you've forgotten!
Ugh.
I go where you go. End of story.
Fine.
My lady,
I'm fine. We can't give up now we've come this far. Don't. I know what you're gonna say.
I understood.
I don't know what's in there, but apart from Tora and Poppy, we're all going to find our abilities severely weakened. Be careful, Rex.
Yes. Healing arts are going to be less effective too. One nasty wound and that'll be the end of you.
Yeah, I get that. Tora, Poppy, we'll need you on the front line.
You
Yep.
got it, Rex! Poppy is artificial blade, so request is very extremely not a problem. Technology saved the day! 3 cheers for Nopon Know-How!
Where are Poppy's cheers?
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's get into it, shall we? So I actually have only been in this cavern maybe once or twice since I completed the game. So it'll be kind of interesting to do this again. You can't even see the bottom. The bottom just doesn't even exist. So it'll just be really interesting to kind of go through here. I assume this is supposed to replicate like the Titan spine.
Wow! World has
Bone Road,
many
yeah.
amazing places in it!
We discovered good place.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this next part of the game here. Once we get to the... When we go to save Pyra, like we actually meet her, that is my favorite part of the game right there, is when we actually go to do that. So I'm very excited to partake in that.
Are you all right?
Never better. I'm right as rain.
The deeper we go, the thicker these particles get. You can still turn back.
Thanks. Your concern is touching.
Worry about yourself, yeah? I can look after her.
Zeke, you don't look so good yourself. Is something wrong?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I didn't think it was worth mentioning, but,
Didn't think it was worth mentioning.
How did you get that?
That's the other half of Hayes' core crystal, by the way, if you were
told
wondering.
you about the time I almost bloody died, right?
My prince! Zeke! Not like this! Not here! Not far now! Just a little further! You can do it!
Just leave me. Go on without me.
No! If you die, I'll turn back into a core crystal! I don't want to forget everything!
Bandy, I'm sorry. I hope your next driver is better than me.
I don't want another driver! You're good enough! Prince! Zeke! I refuse to forget our 10 years together. It's not going to happen. I'm not letting you die. Here. Bandits? Sucks. I don't want to be a bandit's blade. But I guess I won't remember anyway. Prince? Prince?
Fear not. He's going to be fine.
You saved him?
The fact that you're alive is proof of that, is it not? I had to transplant part of your core crystal into his heart. His wounds were grave. It was the only way to save you both.
Oh, that's right. That is Pandoria's core crystal, not Hayes'. Hayes' core crystal
I'm
is somewhere
sorry.
else that we'll learn about
It's all
later.
my fault.
I'm such a dummy.
Actually, I'm glad.
What? Why?
Knowing that a part of me is keeping you alive, I don't know, it's just nice.
Pandy.
What is it?
They do that? In
For
Indor?
those of you who are wondering,
I guess you
That's
and I
what
are
the
more alike than
lines
you
on his
thought,
chest.
chum. Though mine was just a surgical procedure.
You make it sound so simple. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
You know, the people of Indol can trace their roots back to Judicium.
Judicium? The creators of that Titan weapon thing from Temperantia?
Yeah, them. They carried out experiments, fusing blade and human cells, creating flesh eaters.
So, those practices persist in Indol?
Hey, so they took advantage of blade regeneration and patched me up with Pandy's core crystal, right? Since I have part of her core in me, I'm a blade eater or something.
A blade eater.
That's right. That's gotta be why this place is getting to you, too.
It's all good. Let's just push on.
we're gonna find out what's with Nia. Is she a flesh eater? Is she a blade eater? Is she a little bit of both? We'll learn a little bit in the future here. It's interesting, and that's one of the reasons it's part of my favorite part of the game. Is it just kind of really ties up a lot of your questions that you have about the game and its history, because the whole idea behind the blades and itself is really interesting, and then you take in the idea of blade eaters and flesh eaters into account, and you end up with an even more interesting area and idea for characters and whatnot. I almost didn't make that jump. That sucked. And so it's a beautiful idea to really develop and create characters, and I hope to see them use something similar in the new games when those do come out, which I do plan on making a video about, by the way. if I ever do get around to making that video, I'll put it up in a card, which will be up this way, actually. I'm going to be talking about the next Xenoblade game and what I think that'll look like. Which could be a lot of different things, really. Technically down there, I can take that river. But I guess I'll grab this treasure chest first, and then we'll go ahead down there. You know what? I think I can take this tunnel back here and it'll bring me down there. The first time I did this, I think I just straight up jumped into the river and went on down there. But here, we'll take a little bit of a long route. We'll walk. Nothing wrong with that. And that little opening right before we go in there, there's actually a really interesting cutscene, if I remember right. Yeah. There's a cutscene right here.
My lady.
For the last time, I'm fine. Why don't you just worry about yourself?
But...
You gotta admire Shaled over there. He just put it right out there.
Hmm?
And here I am. Dromark. I'm gonna put myself to the test. Right here. I've decided.
My lady. Very well.
This mist makes me feel like I'm swimming through the cloud sea.
This mist is produced when a fossilized Titan body reacts with the atmosphere. It's why it's so hard to breathe down here.
Nia?
What now?
Are you in pain?
I'm struggling to breathe like everyone else. And I'm a little dizzy, that's all.
Oh, right. When that happens, it's best to just try and empty your head of all thoughts.
What?
It's an old salvager trick. When you swim down deep, it feels like your head's going to implode. You just go with it, don't fight it. Then you stop noticing the pressure. Why not give it a go?
Empty my head, eh? You mean I have to start acting as daft as you? Tall order?
Hey, that's not very nice.
Everyone! Over here! Tora, think this way, lead down!
If that was
It certainly
obvious
doesn't look
enough.
like a natural formation.
Maybe it was grave robbers.
There's not too much worth stealing round here. Well, apart from...
Whatever it was that Adam hid down here.
just a guess. It's possible that Jin and his accomplices have been here.
Then, they found out about the sunken ship and went to Argentum.
Still just a guess, but a pretty good one.
Then there won't be anything left to find, will there? Sheesh.
Well, if that was the case, then you'd expect them to already have the third sword.
But they clearly don't have it.
No, I do not think Adam would let the sword be so easily found.
No point in worrying. Let's just press on.
There we go. Always mixing up which button it is that turns the camera back on in OBS for me. And I think from here it's just a straight shot down, and then we get to... Oh no, I was wrong.
Hey, look
You gotta
what I
go a
found!
little bit to the
Well
right here
done.
and left. Oh, and I think here we are. We're gonna get a new cutscene here that's really neat.
Rex? We've come a long way. I think it's time for a break.
What? But
Hold your horses. There's a long way to go yet. Hey, you two near. Come rest your head on my lap if you like.
Why don't you rest your head in your ass?
I'm sorry, everyone. I had no idea.
There's no need to apologize. I understand.
Poppy, now is good time to cool drive furnace.
Aye, aye, Master Pawn.
Hot.
Master Pawn, Poppy is sorry.
Emergency air. It might help.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, not like that. You have to hold your nose and then inhale really deeply. Now stretch out and puff out your chest.
Is this another of your salvager tricks?
Go on, just try it.
Whoa, that really did the trick.
Right? When I was starting out, this was one of the first things the other salvagers taught me. Even though they acted like my parents, they never really taught me anything worthwhile. I did manage to pick up a couple of useful tricks, though.
Parents. Blah. My dad was real enough, but I can't say he really taught me anything either. He was a well-known lord in Gormott, a real big cheese. He made me study hard, but it was all how to be a proper lady, which fork to use. Nothing that's doing me any good now, just useless shite.
You were some kind of high society princess. I can't picture it.
Shut it, you. I hated studying. But, looking back, those were the happiest times of my life. There was my dad, and my big sis, the three of us.
You had a sister?
Yeah. She was very frail. I spent a lot of time at her bedside. My dad brought doctors from all over to try and help her. He tried so hard. It was all he thought about. After that point, my memories aren't so happy.
Nia.
Dad spent all his money on chasing a cure and lost his position as a lord. From then on, we became drifters. It was a tough life. It took its toll on my sister. She died not long after. Anyway, I'm sorry for talking your ear off. Thanks for the salvager trick. It really worked. Sneaky git. If you had this all along, why did you hold out on me? I feel much better. Shall we go, Rex?
Such a caring friend. I think the first time I did this, I straight up just tried dropping down there. Do not recommend doing that. If you do that, you will end up in a bit of trouble. Quite a bit of damage to my health gauge. So I think here... Oh, I didn't catch the ladder quite at the right time. That's alright. Here, I can't remember what I did exactly to get all the way down to where I needed to get. It wasn't like as intuitive as you would have thought it was, I remember. And after a great bit of walking, we're here.
Looks like the only way through is by force.
Poppy, incendiary barrage!
Roger, roger.
Whoa, stop! You want to bring the whole cave down on top of us?
It was joke.
Poppy has no such weaponry.
That wasn't funny. Oh.
Well, ain't that neat? Well, I guess we'll walk on through, yeah?
Does this also have something to do with your connection to the Aegis?
No idea.
Only an Aegis driver
But
can go
look.
through here.
No footprints. We're the first people here.
Then there could still be hope.
Do it, shall we? Walk our way on down.
Yes.
Seal of judgment. We can get this done.
Very well.
Then we'll be fine.
It is good
Also, by the
that
way,
well
I hope they
Archive
get rid of
match
heal
time.
skills.
I
They're
got
so
under
annoying
control.
and unnecessary. I get that it forces you to kind of like complete the affinity charts, but you should do the affinity charts anyways. Otherwise, it's gonna be really difficult for you to complete the game. These things kind of look like Telethia in a way. It's kind of neat. And yeah, this whole kind of dungeon area took me longer than I expected, just because there's a lot of walking. Because I was like, this will be a quick episode, no big deal, I'll make it real quick, and then we'll get to my favorite portion of the game. But it took a little more waiting than expected, just because this area is quite large. It is, you know, meant to be a test of your courage and abilities as a driver, so it's a little bit of figuring out where to go and a little bit of fighting your way through, which I didn't have to do too much of, just because I'm level 55. Which I'm probably gonna go and change at some point, just because I haven't grinded a lot. There was no reason to, so I haven't leveled up.
Wow!
in a little
World
while.
has many amazing
Portal of
places
the
in it.
Hero.
We just
Finally made it. A little bit of a walk, but we did it. Ooh, Nia's not looking too hot.
Her life is tied to yours.
We're gonna learn a lot about her history.
You have a life within you now.
A life.
She lives on inside you. Her life is tied to yours.
So here's where, well, maybe not yet. We do learn a lot about Nia in this next portion of the game.
Nia. Say it for me now. Address me as Father.
Yes. Father. 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 This was Daz.
My lady! My lady!
Hmm?
Are you all right?
Nia! Hey, You don't look so steady. Careful. Fall down there, you'll never hit the bottom.
You must be sick of saving me by now. Huh?
Don't be silly.
Don't push yourself. You can rest up a little longer.
It's even tougher for you, though. I'm telling you, I'm fine. After my sister died, it wasn't long before my dad died too.
Huh?
I'm finishing my story. Dromark was all I had left to remember him. We started wandering together. Or maybe I should say running.
Running? From who? People your dad owed money to?
No. From the Praetorium.
What? Why?
Well, it's a long story.
Get the cannibal! Capture that flesh-eating blade!
I felt like the whole world was against us. There was nothing we could do but stay on the run, taking each day as it came. Just thankful for each sunrise, praying we'd see another.
Whew.
Then I
Nia's
met
such a
Jin.
complicated character, but I love her.
He took me in.
So that's why you and Jin...
In Jin, I saw a way out, you know? I didn't see a future for myself on my own, so I threw my lot in with him. But...
I can't see it.
What?
You're not the kind of person to worry about stuff like that.
I wasn't worried as such.
So, anyway, why the story?
I don't know. I was just rambling.
Look, I don't know what's burning you, Nia, but you shouldn't be afraid.
Afraid?
Of whatever it is. Stay true to your feelings, even if it means fighting tooth and claw. That's who you are, right?
What the hell? I'm not some violent goon.
I think you know what I mean.
What the?
There we go. That's the Nia I know.
The Nia you know?
Not far now. Let's get going.
Right. Gotta say though, Adam went all out to hide this freaking sword. Like, he really makes you traverse all the way to the bottom of this thing, which takes a while. It took me, I don't know, 30 minutes. What is down there? I've totally forgotten now. I'm not gonna mess with it now. I'll check that out later. I went down there the first time I went through here. The Vault of Heroes. Here it is. It took us a little while to get here, but it was so worth it because we're about to see something really, really cool. I'm excited.
Rex! It's dead end!
That seal. It's the same as the one on the ship.
Who?
Or what?
Shadow Adam.
Hey, watch out there, Rex!
That was weird.
Time to take you guys.
Pulled out rocks and waves. I don't have a rock attachment ready. Oh, I guess that's because we don't have we don't have Nithra in our party, and that's the only other canon blade attached to Rex. Alright, we got the Shadow Atom beat, and now we'll get into a cutscene to learn a little bit about that Shadow Atom.
Nia!
Those things look so huge on Rex compared to when Vandom holds them, and they look tiny.
Rex! No. No more. I won't hide any longer. I won't hide who I am. No!
Oh yeah, let's go! This is it, people. We have now begun my favorite part of the game. It's right here, when Blade Neo awakens. So good.
Nia.
She's a blade.
Bladiest blade!
Not merely a blade. She's a...
Nia.
I am burdened no longer. Not by my past, not by Jin. I am finally free.
A blade? What the?
I'm no longer afraid. This is who I am, Rex. What's the point in living if I have to hide? Thank you for helping me see. I love you,
Such
Rex.
a beautiful moment. Oh.
What?
Ah, you dense oaf.
Come on then! Who wants a piece?
There really isn't much ether here. Rex!
Nia, I love you too. I love you and all you guys. So, let's do this together.
Not what she meant, man. You killed it.
That's just like you. It's all I could ask for. Let's give him hell!
Ready?
Ready.
Rex with Blade Neo is super fun to watch. There's another cutscene a little bit later that has him fighting with Blade Neo that's sick.
Fight.
Who's that?
You fight on, relentlessly. But you do not fight for yourself.
I fight for my friends. Yeah!
I have been waiting for so long.
for one such as you.
We've done it, guys. We got the big boy sword. I'm a bit emotional at the moment. That never gets old. No matter how many times you see it. Well, isn't this an
My
interesting
name
change?
is Adam. I am long departed from this world.
I'd hope so. You'd be really old otherwise.
That voice.
Be creepy.
Before.
What is your name, boy?
Rex. I've been here before. This is Elysium. Pyra was standing under that tree. Over there. She looked... lonely.
Is that so? I must offer my gratitude.
Hey?
You are the one who brought me here. I have never been to this place. Once I sought to come here, but I never did.
Oh, really? Neither have I. Not yet.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Rex, what is it that you seek? Wealth? Power? Dominion?
None of those, really. Though, power might be useful.
Power, then?
Power to protect.
Protect what?
That's a long list. Gramps, Mia, Tora, everyone in Fonset, and Pyra, and Mithra.
You are greedy, boy.
Everyone in Argentum used to tell me that.
Yeah, it's a fair notion.
It is not necessary to protect everything. There is a limit to what one man can do.
That's true.
But there is something granted to you especially.
Please, tell me what it is.
The power to accept her. She is afraid of her own power and her terrible destiny. And I too was afraid. I feared the true power of the aegis. Your will to fight comes from your will to protect. Blades and mortals are linked. When you take on the weight of all the fear she carries, then you will be her true driver.
Rex? Rex? What happened? You haven't said anything since the ghost disappeared.
Yeah. I'm fine. Never better.
Oh boy. Would you look at that? That's Numa's sword. And as you guys can tell from my profile picture, I'm quite fond of Numa.
The third sword.
What?
The Aegis sword.
Why? Why did sword break?
Perhaps it was just down here too long.
You're bloody kidding me, right? After we trudged all the way down here.
It's okay.
How can it be okay? Pyra's one true sword just broke.
This was never about the sword. We have everything we need.
Huh?
I know now what I have to do. Let's go. We've got rescuing to do.
Rex, look.
Nia, do you trust me?
Yeah, but...
You've realized something, haven't you, Rex? Something important that the rest of us can't see. I'm with you. I've seen that look in your eyes before.
Whew. Oh boy. Talk about some crazy cutscenes. What an episode. I'm not sure how I'm gonna even begin to edit this yet. Just because there was a lot of walking and then some really intense cutscenes. Thank you so much for everyone who made it through. This is the beginning of my favorite part of the game right here. Starts now. And I'm so hyped for the next couple of episodes. I'm gonna get them out as soon as I can, and thank you so much for watching.